Welcome 365 Nation to a special little bit of hype video, I just wanted to put this together and talk about this Saturday, August 13th at the Carleton Performing Arts Hub. Yes, that's right here in Esquimalt, BC. This is the home of the Pro Wrestling Academy, and we have shows here now every month. So you got to check us out, 365prowrestling.com. You get tickets, all that stuff, more information about our events. But let's talk about this Saturday. We are crowning the first ever 365 Combat Champion. And we got 8 amazing wrestlers in that. But before we get to that, before I tell you all about who's in it, because you already know, but let's talk about the 3 other matches on the card. Yours truly, Eddie Osborne, taking on Zachary Andrews. Zach Andrews has been working hard in here. I'm excited for the test. I'm excited for the match. And I think it's going to be a good time. Now we also have a tag match that's kind of been heated up. We have Sawyer Steen and Maxwell Benson against Damian Keynes and former grand champion Jordy Taylor. Now Jordy Taylor's come back. He's got some big victories. And then last month he took on Sawyer Steen. They had a really nice matchup there. Jordy was just too much for the newcomer. They shook hands after, and then Jordy just jumped him. He started beating him down. Maxwell Benson came in with a chair, big standoff, and now we have this match set. Damian Keynes comes in, and he's a guy who's beat Maxwell time and time again. So we got Jordy Taylor, Damian Keynes, Sawyer Steen, Maxwell Benson, boom, come to a head this Saturday right here at the Carleton Performing Arts Hub in Esquimalt, BC. And then we have a huge match, a big-time matchup as Gorilla Shug, fresh off his big victory, takes on Laxadartha for the Global Championship. Now, these are 2 big boys who hit hard, and I think they're from different sides of the street. They're just going to have one hell of a matchup. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure, well, I'll be done by then. I'll be sipping some Whistle Boy and having a great time watching the rest of the card. But we talked about those 3 matches now. Let's get into the 8 combatants who are going to fight for that 365 Combat Championship. So let's talk about the 8 wrestlers who've been chosen to partake in this 365 Combat Championship tournament. We have Judas Icarus, former global champion. We have Haviko, former global champion, grand champion, tag champion. We have Travis Williams, the first ever global champion, the longest reigning global champion, the most defenses ever as a global champion. We have Crofton, who's a former tag team champion. He's done a hell of a lot in PWA as well. Then we got Devin Shooter, 17 wrestling vet from South Africa, 3rd generation wrestler. We got Coco Flash, the other half of the Illa tribe. We have Jackie Lee, and we have Sharif Moreau, who are reloaded. But in 365, we've been having more singles matches and tag matches, and they have had some amazing singles matches. So those are the 8 wrestlers. Judas Icarus, we got Haviko, Travis Williams, we got Crofton, Devin Shooter, Jackie Lee, Coco Flash, Sharif Moreau. And that's a hell of an 8-pack right there. Man, those first round matches are going to be insane though. Alright guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about those 4 first round matches. Those first 4 round matches where you win and you're in the finals for the 365 Combat Championship. First up, we got Travis Williams versus Jackie Lee. Let's go to Jackie Lee right now with some comments.
We got a lot of great wrestlers competing for the 365 Combat Championship. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you I'm going to beat everybody because I can't guarantee that. I don't know if I can. In the first round, I got Travis Williams. We both started training about half a dozen years ago, and as he has grown to become the best wrestler in the country, I'm still standing on the sidelines waiting for those same opportunities to come my way to show that I can hang with the best. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be fighting for the championship. I'm going to be fighting to show that I'm just as good as everybody else out there. And on August 13th, that's what I'll be doing. See you then, Golden Boy.
Jackie Lee is excited for this matchup, as you heard, and we're really excited for it as well. I think it's going to be a hell of a contest. Travis Williams had no comments for this match. He couldn't be bothered. So we'll see what happens when he comes in here and does what he does best, and that's professional wrestling. He is, as Jackie Lee said, one of the very, very best. So Jackie Lee, Travis Williams, first round matchup, going to be a hell of a match. Next, I'm going to say that a lot in this thing. We got so many hell of a matches. But we got Devin Shooter taking on Judas Icarus. Let's first hear from Devin, and then we'll go to Judas. Let's see it.
It is written, the 365 Global Championship. August 13th, there will be 8 contenders, and only one will come out victorious. And I've got news for you. You're looking at him.
Shooter, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the fight, the heat, that intensity. I felt it. It lit a fire under my ass being in there with you. It was nice. It was good. It felt great, actually. But unfortunately, I think you played all your cards, Mr. Sir. I'm not much of a card counter, but I don't know what else you got left. So when you watch me at the end of the night, new title, championship in hand, tournament winner, I don't want you to be upset because you did something good. Just wasn't for yourself. Sorry about it. But thank you.
As you heard there, Devin really wants that win. He wants to come back and defeat Judas Icarus. Judas thinking about getting the big one. He wants to be the first ever 365 Combat Champion. And who wouldn't? Well, that match, again, going to be great. We can't wait for it. If you want to see their previous matchup, it is on now on the 365 Combat TV series that we have on YouTube. So check it out. Boom. There's episode after episode of absolute greatness on that YouTube channel. So right now, go there, subscribe, and you won't miss another great match. Speaking of another great match, we got Crofton taking on Sharif Moreau. Sharif is a little bit shorter than Crofton. Their hearts are the same, though. These guys are very similar. They're actually friends outside the ring. They like each other a lot. And Crofton, what do you got to say about this one, my man?
In just a few short days, in round 1 action for the 365 Pro Wrestling Combat Championship, it is Sharif versus Crofton. We are no strangers to each other in tag team action, but on this night, it is one-on-one. I am going to step into the middle of that ring, take 3 steps into the center, and I'm going to shake your hand. But when that bell rings, don't be fooled. I will have my hand raised at the end of the night, and then go on to the finals. And no matter whoever the other 3 are, guarantee you, Crofton's coming out on top. It's my time. See you soon.
Awesome. So there you heard from Crofton. He's looking to become champion as well. All 8 wrestlers want to be champion. Who doesn't? I mean, I want to be champion, not in the tournament. I don't know what the Booker man was thinking. But anyways, Crofton is fired up. He's amped up, and he could be your first ever 365 Combat Champion. And then our 4th match, the 4th deciding match, we have Havico taking on Coco Flash. Coco, what you saying, man?
So Coco Flash has been out of action for a little over a month now. But don't forget the resume that Illa Tribe built up earlier in the summer when we put on banger after banger with the 6, with Reloaded, State of Emergency, even Judas Icarus. So yeah, Coco's ready for August 13th, and he's gonna run through that sweet boy Havico, and he's gonna put on yet another banger match in the form of a fatal 4-way where he brings home his first ever championship gold. And so will Shug for that matter too when he sleeps lack for his strap. Illa Tribe, bitch!
Alright everyone, thank you again so much for joining me here, taking a little bit of time out of your day to hear about this show on August 13th, this Saturday. right here at the Carleton Performing Arts Hub, 900 Carleton Terrace in Esquimalt, BC. We're part of Victoria, baby. Come on out, enjoy the show. Let's see who is the first ever 365 Combat Champion. And you know what? Thank you so much, Pick a Flick Video. Your banner's up here all the time and at all our events because of how much you support and sponsor us. We really appreciate it. Take care, everyone.